Hey folks, back at FGFRC. All right, let's take up the Flex Innovation Aviator 40E. Have some fun with her. All right, take off in my Profile 1 in the most advanced part of Profile 1, which is full live wing.
Motor is hot and will bite you bad.
We've actually got some clouds in the sky, so might actually show up. And here in just a second, I'll do a takeoff assist demonstration. All right, full live wing.
Flight mode 2 advanced or sport. Flight mode 3 advanced or slow speed 3D.
There we go. We'll make sure it was in the right mode. All right. Wind is directly cross runway, so.
Takeoff flaps. Flaps up.
All right, I'm going to switch to sport mode. Wait a minute.
Flight mode 2 advanced or sport.
All right, sport mode. Do need a little bit of up elevator. All right, I'm going to switch
Time remaining 5 minutes.
I'm going to switch to self-level, the beginner mode, put the flaps in. I'm going to show you how cool this thing when it comes into land in self-leveling.
Flight mode 1, safe or sport.
Okay, self-level.
Landing flaps.
Have the landing flaps in. Well, I'm too high. Hold on.
Flight mode 2 advanced or sport.
All right.
Flight mode 1, safe or sport.
No throttle at all. A little bit of throttle now. She does not want to come out of the sky. I mean, I'm barely got maybe an 8 throttle right now.
Time remaining 4 minutes.
Holding down elevator. Out of the throttle completely. A little bit down elevator. I mean, look at how slow that is. That's molasses.
Flaps up.
All right.
Flight mode 3 advanced or slow speed
All right.
3D.
We're out of that now.
So I don't know what it was you did over there,
Uh-huh.
because I lost you.
Okay.
So if you can, you may want to do that again, if you want me to show it.
All right, I'll do it again. Cool. All right.
Flight mode 2 advanced or sport. Takeoff flaps. Time landing flaps.
Now this is something cool to do with this plane. Practice your flat spins, your flat turns, coordinated turns, what I like to call them. Get a little lower in here, a little closer to us. When you're in this mode here, which is the sport mode, which is
Time remaining 2 minutes.
your traditional flying mode, flying's a lot like a timber. So if you're used to flying timbers, then this is a great choice. All right.
Flaps up. Crew is working here.
Even without the flaps down, you can still do these flat spins or flat turns.
No crow here. It's landing flaps. 1 minute.
All right, let's go ahead and get it landed. And I'll do takeoff assist for you. All right.
Flaps up.
All right. Now I'm going to go out here by the plane because I want to show you what I'm doing. I believe it works in both the first two sections of Profile 1, which is self-level.
Flight mode 3 advanced or slow. Flight mode 1 safe or sport.
And then also
Flight mode 2 advanced
sport
or
mode. Okay, so what you do, you put your throttle all the way down, okay, and then you take your elevator, put all the way down and inside. See how I just changed? Take your hand off the elevator, okay, and all you're going to do is apply throttle and steer it with a rudder, and she'll lift off at a knife angle. And then what will happen is whenever you want to come out of that mode, just touch your elevator or your aileron stick. All right, I'm going to touch it now. Out of that mode. And that's all there is to that.
30 seconds. Landing flaps. 20 seconds.
All right.
Flaps up.
We had 11 seconds left on a 6-minute timer. My rates, I have no idea. Flapped elevator mix, the rudder to aileron mix, all that, I have no idea. No idea what it is. Because the Aura 8 system takes care of all those mixes. The only thing that, everything, takes care of all that. There's only two things, other than putting the plane together, there's only two things that you as the pilot and the owner of this plane are responsible for with the Aura 8 system, and that is trim and CG. Trim and CG. I'm going to show you.
Flight mode 3 advanced.
Okay.
Slow speed 3. Flight mode 1.
This is
Safe or sport.
the throws in a self-leveling. However, you think, well, that's extreme. However, it limits it once you get in the air, okay? And it holds its position. See them control surfaces? How they hold their positions, okay? Now, you can go to the sport mode.
Flight mode to advanced
Now,
sport.
this is just like wind mitigation. Has a little, it just helps you buffer the wind, okay? And this is what those throws look like. Not as much as before. And then you can go to the
Flight mode 3 advanced or
the most
3.
advanced part of Profile 1, which is full live wing, okay? And you still have the wind mitigation, okay? Flaps
Takeoff,
still work
flaps
in all
up.
modes. And takeoff assist, from what I understand, works in all 3 of the stock Profile 1. Crow
Crew is working here.
is something you can go back as an option and enable afterwards,
No crow here.
and works
crow
no
here.
matter
Crow
what
is
mode
working,
you're in.
crow here.
Okay.
It flew away.
All right, so that's all you got. I mean, you got now their other profile is there's Profile 2, which is the older Aurora 8, which all the other flex planes come in. And I've already shown you the procedure in other videos on how to switch the other profile. And the other profile is more of your slower speed and 3D stuff. So where this stuff is really extremely maneuverable. All right, we had 11 seconds on a
Starting the
6-minute
flyover.
timer.
Motor is silent and
I
nice.
didn't have the motor turned off. Shame on me. I could have cut myself. And Precious would have said, well, we got to go to the hospital because you were dumb. Let's check our, tell you CG real quick. CG is 77 to 85 millimeters back from the leading edge root, which puts it right there. It's very forgiving high wing for CG. I got marks on the underside of the wing. And she's a top loader. Got a very convenient wooden tray here that you just remove. It's got a long shank screw in there, so it takes a little while to unscrew it. But you just take that out, unplug your battery, and to get that CG perfectly, this is a 2700 China Hobby 6S, okay? There's this one little cutout here. I got the battery just behind that cutout, so you can kind of see where the factory straps are. And the CG is just perfect, kind of like in the middle of the battery tray. Okay. 31% left, so that's perfect. 6-minute timer is perfect. So, alrighty, put that back in there. And it locks into place, so you don't have to worry about it coming out. It is not going to come out. It has a wood tab in the back that locks in, and then you screw it in the front. Of course, you got to be able to see it too. It's always when I'm demonstrating something that, if I'm not filming, everything goes together perfectly the first time. If I'm filming, well, all right. And lots of times I'll fly a couple of times before I film, and those off-camera flights are spectacular. Everything's working out, the air's right, everything's great. Then I go to film it, it's like, that was okay. Well, there you go, folks. That is the Flex Innovation 40E Aviator. Great flying plane. Absolutely love it. The battery's unplugged, so you don't see the lights, but it's got nav lights on either end of the wings. This is not the night version. This is just the regular version, but got the dual sky motor. I was going to get the Tundra tires. I actually had them, but it created too much drag. I didn't like it. They were just so bouncy. And so I didn't really like them. I'll use them for something else. But it's just a good flying plane. It's very modular design. The wings come off ever so easy. You got the quick connections. Push the button, slide them out, and undo the ribbon. And it's just very, very simple. Easy to break down plane. And then the big carbon fiber spar just sits in the middle of the fuselage. You put your cap back on and you go. All right, well, folks, thank you for watching. God bless y'all. God is good. Camera Precious, thank you for filming. And that's the all-new Flex Aviator 40E. We'll see y'all later. Keep them in the air. Bye, y'all.